So I just watched both the trailer and some of the gameplay of Saints Row's Reboot, and it looks really bad and completely removes everything that made Saints Row Saints Row. Now, what I am talking about is the fact that this is nothing like what the first or the second Saints Row showed and what the fans have been waiting for. It instead looks like a bad clone of Saints Row the Third, and we all know how bad that looks. And they completely removed the meaning of gangster shooter that was defined from the previous games. Those previous games, except Saints Row 4, have shown with the gameplay, story, characters, and the settings that was taking place. Saints Row was and is always about turf wars, drug deals, and gangbanger, not some random kids trying to run an organization. The reboot, as shown, takes all that away and instead replaces them with college students looking head ass that look like they belong in a Starbucks coffee shop right next to a computer cafe with a shirtless dude from Watch Dogs 2 thinking he's badass. Not even getting into any diversity or politics yet, and I'm already criticizing and ripping through how bad the new characters look like. The only political point I will talk about is how this looks like a virtue signaling game that Volition Inc. is trying to make to score internet brownie points on Twitter. This game looks incredibly niche, and I really want to know what kind of good crystal Volition Inc. is smoking, and I want to know the seller too, because I may need some of that to even play this game. To show everyone how bad this game is, I will play every other Saints Row game and beat it before the reboot comes out. And I know, without a doubt, it will be the worst Saints Row game. Hell, it might even be the worst gang shooter to ever come out this year. If they had named it anything but Saints Row, or even called it something else other than a reboot, I would have been okay. But this is instead just shitting and killing off the other Saints Row games that defined what a gangster shooter Saints Row was about. This is like if Capcom rebooted the first Resident Evil, like the first one that was already remade, and replaced Jill, Chris, Barry, Wesker with even shittier counterparts who have nothing in common with the original characters and are just put there just because. When the reboot comes out, I will stream it in its entirety to show how bad this really is. And if it comes out to be better than the OG Saints Row, I will wear a clown costume next time I stream. But if it comes out to be bad and people are still defending it, I will call them out and ask them to defend it without getting into diversity or politics.